What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I'm gonna give y'all a trigger warning because I'm going to be victim shaming. Oh yes, there's going to be a lot of victim shaming in here because we're going to be talking about rap's, hip hop, whatever you want to call it, rap hip hop's biggest victim. And y'all know who this is. None other than the one and only Mr. One Aubrey Drake Graham. Now, we're going to be talking about this because I want to, goddammit. No, seriously, though. Because we have to, man. You know, I keep seeing all this stuff on X. They talking about the clips, talking about Pusha T's recent verse with Wale and all this and that. Then it brought back something that Mark Lamont Hill said about Drake playing the victim. And it just made me think, though. Yeah, I know there's been all sorts of artists who play the victim. There's still some artists who play the victim. But have there been any in recent memory who've done it to the level that Drake has? Like they have been as big as him. I'm not talking about smaller artists. I'm talking about at that level that just whine and cry instead of, you know, standing up like a freaking man and handling business, but want to garner sympathy, right? And it's getting to the point where it's turning people off. It's been turning people off. So I got a few clips I'm going to play. Plus, we're going to talk about the fact that Drake keeps canceling shows. You know, they talk about Kendrick and they talk about clips and this and that. But apparently there's been some more logistical issues that caused Drake to cancel a show that's supposed to be rescheduled. We'll see about that. But let me get into this clip to go back a little bit to what Mark Lamont Hill has said. And after that clip, I'll play a couple others because this is really leading. This is like really opening up my point.
First of all, this song is great. I get why people like it. Been playing it all weekend. It's everywhere you go, you hear it. I ain't got no problem with the song as a song. I'm just draked out, man. It's like the content of it for me is what you just said. I hear victim. I hear victim all through it. I'm tired of hearing about the battle. I'm tired of hearing about fake friends. I'm tired of subs to LeBron. I'm just tired of it. Drake is too talented to stay in this place. And it's just, at some point, it's just corny to me. And when I combine that song to that shit we had to see on that stream, that you've been clipping up and playing.
Don't look away now. Don't look away now. Don't get shy now. We'll fold that up right now. We'll fold that up right now.
First, can we go to our senior Canadian correspondent?
Flip, what up, man?
Is that how y'all talk?
I've been here for 25 years.
Did that sound familiar to you?
Yes, it does. It's
Legend from the Six right here.
The Toronto accent, like that is this cross-pollination of like West Indian kind of Jamaican kind of flavoring, I guess, with
Chess Club.
I don't know what the
Queen.
Honestly, you know what it sounds like?
That's like Freddie Mercury.
To me it sounds like a cross pollination of that and a Nova Scotian accent, and a Nova Scotian accent sounds like a Minnesota accent. So if you could, it's like
thug shit.
It's a
Who taught
super
it?
thug.
Who gave it back?
Everybody in the world turned their back on this nigga, B. Niggas that was friends, niggas that was fans, whatever the case may be. I heard y'all. I saw what y'all.
There's a lot of people.
No, hold on. I saw what y'all type.
You stay there.
Can somebody just say, "Yo, you lost," and that's not turning your back?
No, that's not all people were saying. Don't do that.
No,
that's not what we're gonna do. Niggas wasn't just saying, "Yo, he just lost," and that's my opinion. No, niggas was shitting on that nigga.
Niggas said he got mopped up.
Niggas said more than that.
It was
more than that. It was way more than that. I'm tired of him. He to this boy, to that boy. Niggas were saying way more than, yo, this guy's not.
Yeah, but that's because he was doing that. And that's what I'm saying. So it's be tripping, bro. Again, it's one thing if you was thorough and you was a stand-up dude and then people shitted on you. That would all actually be valid. But if they're only saying the things and doing the things because this is who you are, this is what you've done, how is that shitting on you? It's just like, it's your turn now, nigga. The same shit you've been doing and all the things you've been getting out on other people. Again, see, Ish is the reason why he plays the victim, because people like him buy into this bullshit and then put it out there so that they could try to garner sympathy. Forget about like what he did. So let's keep going. We're gonna finish this clip up.
Ice, but he lost the battle. Niggas was saying way more than that.
So look, I read something the other day because I was wondering about this whole Iceman shit. Iceman, Chuck Liddell, lost the championship fight and then came back for a rematch. It's round 2 rematch in 05 and knocked out the person that beat him.
I mean, we in conspiracy world.
Yeah, it was an Iceman that was
I'm just saying.
a hitman that was
if it
murdered more niggas than cancer. It was a bunch of different Icemen.
If there's one dude that Drake ain't about to approach again in the backyard,
For a film.
Yeah, he don't want round 2.
it's
For me,
Yeah, let that shit go, family. So that was just to break it in right there, right? So now I'm going to bring it back to, because this came through a conversation about Pusha T, because it's like, oh, why Pusha T spin the block? Why he have to bring Drake up again? This, that, and the other. No, this nigga literally is the biggest victim, pathetic victim in hip hop at this point. At this point, he has been doing his image more damage than anything done in a battle. In fact, you know what I'm saying? Like Kendrick did what Drake is doing. I don't even think Kendrick would have imagined. Wouldn't have imagined it. It's like the gift that keeps on giving at this point.
You understand that I'm not playing with anybody. My man, MC's like, yo, we need to talk tomorrow. Now, me and Sean, we're not even friends. I call him the next day. He's like, listen, just out here offering $100,000 for you, in regard to, in regard to this whole beat. And by this time, I felt good because I'm like, you're offering because you don't have. So now I feel like I'm holding the aces. I'm holding whatever. He puts his man on phone, who another guy who I wasn't cool. They was just like, yo, for real on some VH. Like, man, there's no way we gonna even participate in something like.
When y'all talk about the fact that Pusha T is obsessed with Drake and he needs Drake for sales, I think y'all forget exactly what transpired. This was Pusha T talking about how Drake put money on him in VA to get information, and even worse, and how people was calling him that he wasn't even cool with at the time, telling him, yo, bro, there's $100,000 on your head right now. So we always fast forward past what Drake did and what Drake's involvement in anything was and go straight to victimizing. Oh, these people are so obsessed with Drake, they can't leave him alone. And we just ignore all this stuff. Why do we move past? We always talk about the PDF allegations. Why do we never talk about what Kendrick said on 616 in LA? It was fun until you started putting money in the streets that lost money because they came back with no receipts. I'm sorry that I live a boring life. I love peace, but war ready if the world ready to see you bleed. What about what he said on Whacked Out Mural? Niggas from my city couldn't entertain old boy, promising bank transactions and even Bitcoin. I'll never piece it up. That shit don't sit well with me. Before I take a truce, I'll take them to hell with me. If that money got in the hands of a crash dummy, could jeopardize my family and burden the ones who love me. What about Kendrick Lamar's ex-girlfriend who reposted the fact that she turned down big money from Drake's team for messy tea about Kendrick during the battle? Why do we ignore these things? But y'all quick to say somebody's obsessed or somebody can't stop. Bro, I think y'all just look at things as entertainment, bro. Have you ever been into it with somebody? I know a lot of y'all niggas don't really go outside or have lives or whatever the case may be. So you probably don't know what it feels like to have tension with somebody. Now imagine you did have tension with somebody and you found out they was offering people in your family, people in your friend group, money to set you up or money for information about you. This moves past a certain point. So at a point, there's no forgiveness. I'll never piece it up with niggas. It will always be war with certain niggas. And
yeah, man, it's beyond a rap battle at that point. So when you take that rap battle to the next level, like Kendrick did, honestly, Drake got off easy, right? He got off easy. So here we go again. Hip hop's biggest victim, man. It's pathetic, and I'm gonna keep saying it. The most pathetic victim hip hop has ever known. And in this case, I'm victim shaming, nigga, because he needs to be. He needs to be. You putting money out in the street, man. Whether it's for info, whether it's for somebody to do something, to somebody, who knows? The fact of the matter is that the minute you do that, you take it to the next level, right? You take it to the next level. Now, getting info on your op, that's nothing new. That's part of war. Understandable. I want to make it clear that I don't have no issue with trying to find people who can give you info to help you engage in battle, right? Now, that's one thing that, I mean, that's as old as time. As old as time. In fact, Pusha T had to get his info from somebody, right? About Drake's, baby, his son, right? So either way, whether somebody tells you that for free or whatever, it's intelligence, right? How can I gather intelligence? But I think it goes beyond that when you start putting out money, not just for info, but as he's about to point out, it went beyond that. And we know it went beyond that because Kendrick says if that money got into the hands of a crash dummy.
Drake knows that when he chooses to go that route. So stop acting like this man is just a victim. Please. It is so annoying to keep seeing y'all continuously make Drake this like innocent victim daily, every fucking day. Y'all act like he never did nothing every day. Fam, there's countless times on record people like, yo, this nigga put money on my head. And y'all want people to just get over it and, man, y'all so unrealistic, man. Y'all so unrealistic. Y'all could never tell the truth about nothing, gang. Like, are we ever going to be serious? Are we ever going to be serious? Matter of fact, let's listen to what else Pusha T had to say at the end of that video.
And beyond that, it's this girl on the phone who keep talking like she's your sister, but she's steady trying to get info to kill you. Like I said, that's a woman who I'm at your baby shower with my wife. I'm inviting you to my wedding, and you would even attempt to dig up dirt to the tune of, and what was good dirt to you was me having like a secret baby, and this is who I call. It's true, you understand that.
Now, did y'all hear that last part? Let me see.
On the phone, keep talking like she's your sister, but she's steady trying to get info to kill you. Like I said,
she's steady trying to get info to kill you. Now, I was looking at and I was playing that over and over, trying to make sure that that's what he was saying.
On the phone, keep talking like she's your sister, but she's steady trying to get info to kill you. Like I said, that's a woman who.
Right now, you could say the word "kill" in that sense is metaphorical, metaphorically speaking. Don't sound metaphorically speaking to me, man. I think what we see is a picture of a guy who wants to win at all costs and doesn't care about hurting others, even and he will do anything to preserve his image. People like that get desperate, man, and they do desperate things. And I had never heard that part that Push said about she wanted to get information to delete you. I never heard that. This is my first time hearing that. So that's even crazier. And I believe him. I believe him, man.
I'm at your baby shower with my wife. I'm inviting you to my wedding, and you would even attempt to dig up dirt to the tune of, and what was good dirt to you was me having like a secret baby, and this is who I call.
Man, big diesel motherfuckers. They was like, man, we were told that when we see you for years, to let you have it. But no, we fuck with you, blah, 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 this and that. They told me who it was from and everything.
Wow.
Ooh. He not like us. He not like us.
Damn.
Okay, that's a fact. Okay, I ain't making none of that shit up. All right.
I want to clarify, this is directed at fans, not at Drake. Look, listen, if Drake wants to move like that and he want to put hits out on people, you feel me? If you want to put money out in the streets for information and stuff, by all means, do you. My problem is with fans who continue to victimize this man, who continue to cry like everybody's just doing stuff to him all the time, and he just does nothing. He's just this innocent guy, and he never does nothing, and then everybody just attacks him. Why can't y'all just be honest, bro? Is it Uchiwali or is it One Mic? Is he a mob boss who got all his power and money and he could get people touched and he calling out hits on people and he bragging about it in his music and talking about he's that guy? Or is he a victim who people continuously attack and he absolutely does nothing and he's never done anything wrong and people just hate on him because he's the great? Like fam, y'all want it both ways, bro. Pause. Like it is really confusing. I can show y'all numerous examples of people saying this. Numerous examples, gang. No funny. And then there's people in the comments like, oh, he put money out for information, not to get anybody hurt. Y'all do not understand. And this be my thing that I be trying to get across to a lot of y'all. I don't know if y'all leave y'all homes. Y'all don't understand how it works. Like y'all genuinely don't. You feel me? If you put, okay, let's say Pusha T is from Virginia, right? He's from the hood of Virginia, right? Grew up in a 2-parent household, but him and his brother chose the streets. They got a lot of street connections out there. When you throw numbers like 100, 150,000 out there for information on people, if the wrong person gets a hold of that request, if that money got in the hands of a crash dummy, could jeopardize my family and burden the ones who love me. It's like that concept is not sticking to you guys. That concept, there's people I know, well, not, okay, this is all for entertainment purposes. There's people out in the world who would crash for $500, bro. Some people just don't got it and they willing to do anything to get it. So when you put out numbers like 100,000, things can get tricky. Again, if that's the way you want to move, then we moving like that. But when you move like that and it doesn't go the way you want it, and then you start playing victim, that's where I take issue. You understand? It's a simple concept. And it's like some of y'all just can't be honest about it. And I'm so confused. I don't know how to break it down or like give y'all a little bit of nuance, because the first thing y'all run to the comment sections to do is just say somebody's hating. And I'm applying logic based on how I was raised in the environment I grew up in. Certain things wouldn't fly. Some of y'all don't understand that because y'all come from different worlds. I think that's just what it is. Let me know.
Yeah, they didn't grow up in that environment, so they definitely don't understand it. So they can't even think, they can't even picture it in their head. You know what I'm saying? But look, he made a video and he don't want to put the whole XXX thing on Drake, right? But when you take everything into context that he's saying, it's not far-fetched that he may have had allegedly something to do with it. I know that case is over. I know one of the people had came back and he mentioned Drake, and as of right now, nothing's happened about that. But if he's putting money in the street, who's to say he didn't do that about X? And I'm not saying put a hit per se, but who's to say he didn't put money out there to find out something about X, right? So he can, expose him or try to set up the robbery, and them knuckleheads being crash dummies went too far. Like, it ain't outside the realm of possibility. See, here's the thing, man. When you shown that you got that type of character, things that people may have before thought like, he ain't thought, dude is multi-million, they got hundreds of millions. Why would he be? Then it's like, oh, he did this. Oh shit. You know what? Why wouldn't he? It goes from why would he to, well, why wouldn't he, right? I got one more clip.
Okay, I'll take the bait. Homie said no one is trying to victimize Drake. People are just pointing out how people can turn on you. That's cap. That's cap. I'm just going to talk about a few instances, right?
Definitely.
So what happened was I made a video about Pusha T. Pusha T is on a new track with Wale, is going to be on Anthony Edwards' tape. On that track, Pusha T threw some shots at Birdman and Drake. People flooded my comments. Oh my God, he's so obsessed with Drake, this, that, and the third. And that's what caused these cycle of videos to come out, right? Oh, he just mentioning Drake so he could get attention, this, that, and the third. Now, a few months ago, the same thing happened, right? And I made videos showing, okay, well, here's times that Drake threw shots at Pharrell. Here's times Drake threw shots at The Weeknd. Here's time Drake threw shots at Pusha T. He does it all the time. Drake throws shots at people in his music all the time. He just threw shots at a bunch of people on What Did I Miss, and we were all talking about it. You feel me? But when Drake does it, it's, oh my God, he's the GOAT, he's the God, this, that, and the third. When someone else does it, it's, oh my God, he's obsessed. He doesn't talk about Drake. He needs to talk about Drake for the attention. That's scenario one, right? And then the Pusha T thing happened. They would call him Pusha T, Pusha TMZ. Pusha T only beat Drake because he exposed that Drake had a kid. It was more so about telling his business, this, that, and the third. So then I make a video like, oh, well, here's people saying Drake was offering 100,000+ for information on Pusha T, so he could expose things about Pusha T. Oh, well, it's different. People do that all the time. This, that, and the third. Again, another instance of you guys victimizing Drake and then bashing the other person. Y'all did the same thing when the rap battle took place, right? Drake can make all these wild accusations about Kendrick Lamar. He can say Kendrick Lamar is beating on his wife. Dave Free's the father of his kids. He can get on tracks like Taylor Made and use AI vocals of Tupac and Snoop Dogg and even tell Kendrick, yo, talk about him like a young girl. And everybody champions and loves it. That's a Drake fan. They're like, oh my God, Drake is the GOAT. He's the best. Kendrick Lamar retorts, well, yeah, you like kids. You got a daughter. And the masses like that song. Oh my God, how dare they say these nasty things about him? Oh my God. We could go, the list is long, man. We could talk about the fact that people said Drake tried to sleep with their women behind their back, or Drake talked about people's deceased mothers, and that's why they stopped messing with him. But when they retort, it's, oh my God, all these people switched up on Drake. You guys continuously victimize this man and never.
It's messing me up that he keeps saying victimized, because it ain't victimized, but I get what he said.
Call him out on anything he does. He can do no wrong in you guys' eyes. No wrong. And honestly, I don't know this man personally to care. Something my grandmother taught me at a young age is if somebody always has a problem with everybody else, they might be the problem. That was a lesson I learned at a young age. Mm-hmm. A lot of y'all just don't get that. I do believe that people could get so successful that they accumulate hate. I think there's people who probably hate on Drake for no reason. I'm not saying that doesn't exist. But let me explain something to you. A lot of these people are multi-millionaires, and you can't tell me The Weeknd is just hating on Drake.
Right. The
Weeknd is one of the biggest artists in the world. You can't tell me Kendrick Lamar just hating on Drake. Kendrick Lamar is one of the biggest artists in the world. You can't tell me Future is just hating on Drake. Future is one of the biggest rap artists in the world. It can't always just be hate and people switching up. Sometimes people actions warrant reactions. And I feel like a lot of y'all in comment sections can't comprehend that. And instead of actually thinking about what somebody possibly did to cause something, you guys go straight to victimizing. It happens all the time, gang. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I'm out of here. Shit. Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, he was cooking in those clips. But it's all true, man. And so now we in this place where it's been attempted to continue to make him seem like he's the victim, right? And with the lawsuit, you have this same thing where they want to try to detach, not like us, from the whole battle, from Drake's participation. And so at this point, we are in a place where Drake is the most pathetic victim if hip hop has ever known. And he perpetuates it himself with the music and with the antics and with the things that he's been doing. Listen, your fans already sympathize with you. There's no need to try to get any more sympathy out of them. There's no need. The stands are going to be the stands, right? The people who ain't rocking with you ain't rocking with you. And the number one thing that he could have done to get some people to come back, which is focus on the music and honestly, act like that shit didn't ever happen. Just let motherfuckers talk. Hey, I'm still doing. But we way past that at this point. We way past that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that part, man. Do you think that Drake is hip hop's biggest, most pathetic victim ever? And do you think that what do you think hurt his image most? The rap battle or the post-rap battle antics? Now, finish up. I want to go over to this article that talks about Drake canceling a show that he claims is over travel logistics. All right. Drake cancels Manchester show due to travel logistics. Drake has canceled an upcoming show at Manchester's Co-op Live Arena due to travel logistics. The rapper was due to play at the venue on Monday night, July 28th, after having already played 2 shows in the arena on Friday and Saturday. So he was already over there. As confirmed on the Co-op Live website, however, the Monday show has had to be postponed due to unforeseen ferry schedule and travel logistics. Tomorrow's performance in Manchester on July 28th has been rescheduled, they said. The good news is that Drake will now perform in Manchester on Tuesday, August 5th, and it's set to be an unforgettable night. We'll see about that. We will see about that. Despite playing in Manchester on Saturday night, Drake has a scheduled show in Gothenburg, Sweden on Sunday, July 27th. So that's today. He's in Sweden, which appears to have caused an issue in transporting his crew and equipment back to Manchester in time. This person said, how is Drake using logistics as an excuse to reschedule tomorrow night's show in Manchester when he's already here? Well, he's leaving and he's coming back. But now fans are really upset about this, as they should be. I'm going to play just one clip from one fan just to give y'all an idea of why you would be upset. Like, this ain't just something that people can just be like, oh, okay, that's fine. They might not even be able to make it to the next show. Mind you, as of right now, Kendrick and SZA ain't canceled shit. They've been performing in rainstorms, rain, hail, sleet, or snow. They like the post office, man. They delivering shit. It's coming. You bought your ticket, we delivering the show. But let's listen to this one clip real quick.
Out of all of Drake's concerts, of course, the one that I'm going to gets cancelled and rescheduled until the 5th of August, guys. And guys, I live in London, so I've lost the coach money that I've had to pay to then get to Manchester. And then I have to take another day of annual leave off next week. And because I work in a degree apprenticeship, they may not even let me get it off in such a short amount of time, guys. So this has really messed up my whole schedule, and I'm really upset about that. But guys, let me know in the comments if you are going tomorrow. And this is just a warning that tomorrow's show has been cancelled. So if you don't see the email, this is to let you know that you should not be traveling to Manchester tomorrow because the show has been rescheduled until the 5th of August. If you look on Ticketmaster,
I traveled across half the country, flexed to every single one of my friends. Of course, my show is the first show to get cancelled. You know how excited I was to see Drake, but this bullshit to get cancelled. I got this email 2 minutes ago. Due to ferry schedule and travel logistics. My nigga Drake's in Manchester, bro. There's 4 artists I'll travel and do this. Drake, Cinch, Rod Wave, Lil Durk, and this bullshit happens all out, man. I travel.
Yeah, man. This person says birthday ruined, booked annual leave, hotel, and traveling from Cardiff. Why only our show? This ain't surprising given how many shows he's done in the past few weeks. He wants an extended break. I mean, he signed up for that, though, did he not? He signed up for that, man. I ain't trying to hear that. And then, and this recurrent theme now of canceling shows, you got to start answering some questions, man. Oh, we got to start asking some questions, and we need some answers to them questions. Either you have a fairly incompetent logistics crew, like y'all didn't know that there was going to be this. Ain't nobody figuring this shit out. So you either need to address who's setting this up and in control of this, or something. Let me know what y'all think about all this in the comment section below. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll check y'all in the next one.